Hello, I'm Jackson.
And I'm Liv, and welcome to Tea Time.
Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of Tea Time. Woohoo!
Woo!
So today's episode is going to be about relationships. That is correct. Are you excited, Miss Girl?
Well, yes. A little bit.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm nervous.
Terrified.
This is a big one to start us off.
Yeah, we're hitting it off hard.
I think so. But yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I know, not a lot of people listen to this, but maybe no one. But if, it gets around the grade...
I know, because there's just, at least, for the people that I'm talking about, there's just no way for me to, entirely hide who it is. But,
Same.
Yeah, I mean...
Everyone already knows. Well,
yeah.
Everyone I know already knows.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
Yes.
I honestly, senior year.
Year.
The whole
point is we don't care anymore.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Period. Okay. So I think we can cover both friendships and romantic relationships.
Oh my god, sorry.
Friendships is a deep, dark, down-hole
for
both of us.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, there's no way I can hide that.
we can go through stages. So where do you want to start?
Let's start, you know what, let's start with friendships first. Okay. And then, because I feel like the relationships is the part that's, juicy. We really need that.
You're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, no, we'll start with friendships.
Okay, so do you want to speak your truth first? Or would you like me to speak my truth first?
You speak your truth.
Okay, I can go through my journey of friendships.
Yeah.
Where do we want to start?
Let's start freshman year.
Freshman year, okay. Friend group kind of transitioned between 8th grade and freshman year. It was interesting. Freshman year, my friend group was interesting. Oh. I didn't really hang out with anyone, but I didn't really know anything different because I was a loser in middle school. So...
I don't believe that, but...
Debatably, still a loser now.
No!
So my friend group was interesting. There was drama that happened. I regret most of it. Most of it, not all of it. But that was a time. And then I transitioned to sophomore year. I got better friends, but that tragically, I guess, is when I became, not tragically, I'm thankful for the experience, is when I became friends with this particular person who I wish deliciously well wishes right now.
Yes.
But that was not a great time for me. It was a rocky part in my friendship journey. Mm-hmm. And that carried over kind of partly through, I would say, my friend group sophomore year was good. Parts of it were good. And then my same friend group came with me to junior year as I was kind of branching out more. And then that friend group kind of not shattered, but dissolved.
Yeah, it wasn't anything really bad happened, between, the entirety of the friend group.
The entirety of the group,
yeah,
yes.
But the whole group just kind of, dissipated slowly.
Yes.
I guess. Everybody kind of went their separate ways.
Yes. It was kind of a bloodbath ending for two of us in the...
Just the two. But yeah.
Yes,
you and,
Miss Girl.
You and Miss Girl.
Miss Ma'am over here.
Yeah, Miss Ma'am.
So that happened, and that was a disaster. And junior year, I also met Miss Girl, right?
Oh, yes. This is when we became best friends.
Yes. Junior year, we initially met freshman year in World Cultures and PE. And then that was kind of it for us.
Yeah.
And then we rekindled junior year.
Yeah, we weren't really friends sophomore year too much. I mean, it wasn't like we weren't.
It wasn't like we hated each other or anything happened.
We just, weren't close. And then the summer between sophomore and junior year, that's when we started hanging out.
Yes.
And then we were like, oh shit, this is my person. Which is really weird because, nobody that we were friends with was, friends with each other.
Yeah, there were no mutual friends here.
It was really, I honestly have no idea.
I don't remember at all.
I have no idea how we actually got close. But, I don't know. I'm not mad about it.
No, Miss Girl. I'm not mad about it. And now I'm in my current friend group, which I'm very deliciously pleased with.
Yeah.
So yes, that is my journey of friendships, I would say, throughout high school, pretty much. Who knows? We got how many months left? 4?
4.5,
4.
5.
A lot of things can change in 4 months.
Yeah, you better watch out.
I might hate you in 3 months.
No, you won't. Shut up. No. We have the podcast to take care of.
The drama if we aren't friends. And then...
Oh my god, it splits into 2 different podcasts.
It splits into Tea and Time.
Tea and Time, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I say back to you.
Okay, well, I've had quite a bit of drama. Throughout high school, not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Freshman year, my friend group was very different. I
would say so.
I wasn't like one of like the popular girls, but I was in like it was like an all-girl friend group.
How large was your friend group? Because my friend groups were always relatively small, 3 to 4 people.
In middle school, like I had like my 2 best friends, but then my grade was also 20 people, so we were all kind of,
Well, like high school.
High school, I think freshman year I was in a big friend group.
How big were we talking?
Well, if it was like there was like the girl side of my friend group and then the guys side of my friend group, and I think if you combine the whole thing, it was around like 20 people. Yeah, it was a lot. I could never
like that many people.
No, I didn't. That was the thing. Like I don't want to be mean, but like it's not okay, you know? It's not that I didn't enjoy a lot of them. It's that I think, one, a lot of them didn't like me. Which, I mean, is fine.
Forced friendship.
Yeah, it was, exactly. It was very forced. Because I was friends with this one girl.
Can we name these people just obscure names so I don't get confused?
Okay.
Is this?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll call Miss Girl,
We'll call her Guacamole.
Girl.
It's fine. No. Me and Guacamole are good now, so it's all good. Okay, so I was, like, best friends with Guacamole. Yeah, and, this other girl, who I'm still really good friends with now. But it was, like, the 3 of us against the world, and then eventually just kind of turned into, like, me and Guacamole becoming friends, and, like, it was just the 2 of us until, like, the end of freshman year, which, like, we got in a huge fight over, like, some guy or something, and it was really dumb. I honestly don't know entirely what it was about.
Be more stereotypical, please, about high school friend group.
Exactly. It wasn't even, and we were just both friends with him. It wasn't, like, it was really
It wasn't,
weird.
like, a romantic attraction between both of you?
Yeah, no, it was not like that at all. And, yeah. So that was freshman year. Then
sounds complicated and messy.
Yes. Oh, and also, towards the end of freshman year, my friend who was online at another school, I was telling her, I was like, oh, you need to come to NDP. And so I finally got her to shadow, like, the last week of school, or maybe, like, the week before it was, like, June. And then she ended up deciding that she was going to go to NDP. So, me and Guacamole were donezo, right?
Toast.
At the end,
Sliced guacamole.
We are avocado toast at this point. And so, then, going into sophomore year, it is me and my online friend. We're going to call her that.
Okay. A little obvious, but yeah.
Me and my online friend against the world.
Okay.
It's the 2 of us. We were best friends all of sophomore year. And yeah, that was like, I mean, I had like other friends, obviously, but it was like, I hung out with her every day, and it was like, I would consider her like my friend group. It was like, yeah, just like
her alone.
Yeah, it was just like the 2 of us. Like, we literally only ever hung out with each other, really. And I mean, it wasn't I don't really remember sophomore year, but like
fever dream sophomore year was.
Sophomore year was entirely
for both of us. I feel like definitely a fever dream.
I think that's honestly why we don't remember being friends. Cause, like, I just don't remember sophomore year at all.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, honestly. And so, like...
Wait. When did you have your birthday party that I was at?
That was sophomore year.
So we were kind of friends.
We were, yeah. So, like, my 16th birthday... oh my gosh. Should I talk about my 16th birthday?
Sure.
So
talk about whatever you want to talk about, Miss Girl.
Okay, so my 16th birthday, I originally invited, like, 10 people, and then around 40 people came. And it was, like... it was crazy. And, like, there was people... It was weird. I didn't like that. But you know what? It's fine.
Now, did you approve all these 40 people, or, like, was it people bringing people that you didn't approve
People
of?
bringing people. But it's okay. I mean, like, I knew everybody.
That's why I don't like parties.
Yeah. I knew who everybody was, but I was like, why are you... But, yeah, you know. It's all good. Whatever. I mean, obviously, it was 2 years ago, so I'm kind of over it. But, I mean, just kind of. No, I'm just kidding.
Worst night of your life.
I hated it.
We'll never forget it.
No, but you were there.
I was there. I was there with my sophomore friend group at the time. I remember it. I was wearing Ariana Grande sweatshirt. Tragic decision.
As gay as can be.
As gay as can be. Oh my god. And I remember you were wearing plaid and jeans.
That's ugly.
It wasn't a terrible tragedy, but...
It was tragedy. It wasn't good.
It was a hint of a tragedy.
It wasn't good. I know what you're talking about. You can call it bad. Because I would call it bad.
I still have a picture of you on your phone from that.
We don't need to talk about that. No. Anywho.
And now I'm going to put up a picture here.
Oh my god. Good job. Okay, so me and online girl are friends the entirety of sophomore year. And, like, honestly, I don't remember a lot of it. I remember a lot of sophomore year I was kind of unhappy, but, like, I mean, you're 16.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, like,
we're all depressed.
Yeah, we're all, like, a little upset then. I mean...
Coming from two very mentally ill people.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? We'll talk about that.
That could be another episode.
Yeah. Mental illness is a whole other episode.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll call it mental health, not mental illness. Anyway, wow, this is all over the place.
As it should be. It's whatever we want it to be.
Agreed. Okay, so then it comes... Dun dun dun, junior year.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. See, okay, going into junior year, I became friends with you, which was a really good thing because, like, I needed you. Like, I really needed a new friend for one.
I would also say end of junior year. Because the first time, we didn't hang out for the first time until
end of sophomore year, you mean?
No, I think it was end of junior year, right? No.
End of junior year, we were best friends.
What?
This was last year.
Okay, yes.
Like, what is, yeah, like, what are you talking about?
I would say end of sophomore year because the first time we hung out was summer of between sophomore and junior year.
Yeah. So summer between sophomore and junior year, we were good friends.
Yes.
And I think that, well, no, I don't think. I know. I know that really upset online girl because, like, she thought that I was replacing her, and I don't even know.
I was the other woman.
You were the other woman? Yeah. And so that was, like, that started to put a little bit of a tizzy on that friendship. So then, going into junior year, a bunch of stuff happened.
Junior year was a bloodbath, I would say, for the both of us.
Yes. First semester junior year was, like, the worst time of my entire life.
I would say same.
Yeah. Like, it was bad. And so, basically, like, the end of October basically had, like, was, like, the most toxic, like, point of me and online girls' friendship. It was so bad. Like, it was really... I mean, the entirety of it wasn't good, but, like, the end was really, really bad, at least, like, towards me. Like, I guarantee, I'm not saying I'm a saint in this friendship. Like, I know I did things wrong. But, like, it was bad. It was really not cool.
And the thing was, we were both going through similar things.
But with different people.
With different people, yes. But for me, I didn't really... Because I would say I distanced myself from the entire friend group just because of that one person, I would say. So I didn't really have anyone to talk to except for you, but then you were also going through the same thing. So
yeah,
it was just bloodbath.
You were also friends with online girl.
I was also friends with online girl. Very, not as close, nowhere near as close as you, but we were definitely friends.
Yeah, and, like, so was everybody else who was in... Because, okay, so... After sophomore year, that's when, like, friend group actually happened, which was, like...
The friend group, yes.
Yes. So that was... We called it the Core Four. I don't know if you remember that. Do you remember that? Okay, anyway.
Was that with her or with...
That was with...
Oh, wow.
That was with her, yeah. So
I do remember that. Wow.
Yeah. And so...
That's so stupid, sorry.
I know. And so...
I guess it was kind of a prank on the other friend group that we heard of earlier in our high school
But that's for another episode.
That's for another episode.
So... The four of us were, like, all best friends. I mean, oh, wait, no, that would be... Yeah, the four of us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, sorry. I totally... Okay, anyway. So the four of us were all super close, and then me and online girl just went, like, kaput. And so we stopped talking for, from November to January, I think, and it was bad, and, like, she went through, like, a bunch of stuff, but, like, I also was going through a lot of stuff, like, mental health wise and that kind of thing, but that is definitely
a whole nother.
That is something we can't even think about today.
No.
So then, like, January happens, and me and online girl decide to reconnect, became friends for a minute. Then around March, we weren't anymore, and it was, you know what, definitely for the best. And so I think since then, I've been in a pretty good spot friend-wise because I've got you.
I would say our friend group has been pretty stable.
Yeah.
Ever since March, April.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I think, our friend group hasn't changed since then.
Yes, she's been, yeah.
I guess it's a new core four.
But we've had an addition.
Yeah, we have, two.
Two. Well, yes, we've had one edition of her, and then we've had another edition more this year, I would say. Probably not.
I think we can say our current friends.
Okay.
Lucas,
so our friend group right now is you, me, Lucas, Joanna, and I was thinking the addition of Max this year, but...
Yeah, Max. which is a whole. Oh, I forgot. I never even talked about Max in this. I didn't even talk. I didn't get to senior year, but like I mean, senior year really hasn't.
Senior year really hasn't changed for
other
me.
than Max.
Other than Max, yes.
Max,
who is a bully to me. He is a bully.
Yeah. Okay. So became friends with Max this year, and that's pretty much the only new thing friend-wise. Max and I met through band.
Tragedy in and of itself.
Yeah.
I was in band 6th through 8th grade. No, technically at my old school, like 5th through 8th grade. Mm-hmm. I hated it. Yeah. But I mean, obviously you enjoy it.
I like it. I think that it's a good time. It's an easy class for one. But yeah, I'm not mad at taking band. I think that a lot of people have quite the stigma against it. Thinking that,
I agree that, yes.
And I frankly do not understand it. But like, I mean,
I have met,
what you want.
Yes, multiple nice people in band.
Yeah. Yes. No, there's like, I mean, obviously band has its weirdos.
Yes, of course. Like any other group, though.
Yeah, every group has weirdos. And yes. Band is definitely not an exception, not gonna lie. But I mean, I love everybody in band. I love everybody there. We're a little family, us,
you know. How gross.
Yes, how disgusting. But yeah, that's honestly... I'd say that's like, I mean, and obviously it's not like we only have 3 friends. Wait. Okay.
No.
Yeah, like
no, we are acquaintances with, not, I would say friends. Like,
we
Lucas,
probably have
Joanna,
like a solid, like,
me,
15
you.
Actual friends. But, like, yes. We only really hang out, like, the 4 of us. Because we're, like, really close.
But we've been discussing lately that we really should branch out because we like these other people. There's no reason.
It's not like we're trying to be, like, exclusive or anything. It's just, like, we're comfortable in our little bubble.
And we're traumatized, so.
Yeah.
We just.
We've both been through quite.
Change is scary.
But you know what? We're saving all that trauma talk for the mental health episode.
The trauma mental health episode.
Maybe that'll be the next one.
Oh, God.
We're probably gonna cry. Okay.
Okay, so now are we transitioning into the deep, dark hole that is romantic relationships?
Dun, dun, dun.
I can just imagine some people in our grade listening to this who we don't talk to at all being invested in it for no reason at all. But I'm here for it.
Yeah.
If I don't talk to you ever, but you're listening to this, hey, come be friends with me.
Yeah, we're Oh my God, this kind of sucks to talk about.
I say you go first this time.
Really?
I went first.
Okay.
You can go how deep or surface level as you want.
Okay. Okay.
So where are we starting?
You know what?
Start wherever you want.
We're gonna start. Oh God. Okay, we're gonna start junior year.
Okay.
Because I don't want to talk about anything sophomore year. So junior year, when I. Okay.
We should really decide on nicknames before we record.
Yeah. You know what? I'm only gonna talk about
them.
You know what? I'm only gonna talk about 2 people in mind, so I don't think we need nicknames for this.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so boy number 1. So junior year, this was when I was going through my deep dark.
Down deep dark, yes.
Down, yeah. And so I became friends with this guy. We were really, really good friends. Like, we were really, you know what? We were such good friends. And then God. Okay.
You don't have to go into details of events.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to. We were really close, super good friends. And so I think it was just kind of like, oh, we're good friends. You're a girl, I'm a guy, like, let's date, you know? And so it just...
Delicious society pressure.
Like, and it was, yeah. It was something, yeah. And so we dated for a little bit. I don't even know if you would call it dating, but you know what? We were together for a little bit. And it was so bad. None of it was good. And I think, honestly, he would say the same. So, like, I don't think there's any hard feelings there. We talk, we're good now. But, like, I did break up with him.
You with him?
What?
You broke up with him?
I broke up with him.
Mm-hmm.
In the media center. After school one day.
Power moves.
I probably shouldn't have done it in school.
Like during the school day?
No. I mean, it was like right after 8th hour.
2:46 p.m.
Yes, and he was gonna walk me to my locker, and I was like, oh, let's go to the media center.
I remember this because I saw you two walking, and I tried to walk past you, and you looked terrified.
Well, I was shaking a little bit because I'm like, wow, I'm really about to break up with this guy. But yeah, so that kind of happened, and you know what? I think there were some hard feelings. I honestly, I didn't have any hard feelings towards him. He's not a bad person. I think that we're very different people. And that's okay. That's all good. You know what? I think that's the main issue, is that we were just very, very different people.
I have a kind of a controversial question.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to go back, would you do it again?
No.
So you wouldn't say you didn't grow from it at all? Like it didn't have any benefit for you?
I think the benefit would, That's a really good question. Okay. Oh, you know what? I am going to talk about something else that I forgot about, but let's continue with this. Oh wow, that's going to make me sound really terrible. Learning from that relationship, I would say don't date somebody just to date somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I was doing. And honestly, I don't know. It wasn't he never did anything. Well, he did do some things wrong, but I also did things wrong anyway. But he just wasn't somebody. This sounds so awful, and I don't want him to have hurt feelings or anything. But I just don't think I was legitimately really attracted to him. It was more just the idea of we were such good friends, and I just kind of thought that we should be together. Okay. Which sounds I don't want to that's not in a mean way or anything, but yeah. And honestly, I feel he feels the same way. If I'm being I think he does. Okay. So I don't think that's yeah, I think he'll be okay if I say that. I don't think he's gonna listen to this, but I mean, just in case.
In case he gets around town.
In case he gets around town, yeah. So yeah, I think my takeaway from that one would be don't date just to date.
Don't date just to date.
Yeah. Take your time.
That's pretty good, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. So, I forgot about this one. So, oh my god, I'm totally exposing myself here. Okay, so this was also junior year, but this was before, the guy, the previous guy. So this was okay, this was the summer before junior year. Sorry, I'm so out of order. This is really messy. Okay. So
don't apologize. It's our podcast.
So I became really good friends with this guy who was in the grade above me. And
I don't know what we're talking about, so
you will.
Okay.
So I became really, really good friends with this guy from the grade above me. We became super, super close. And yeah.
I do know.
Yes. And so I really, really liked him. But I didn't want to admit it to myself because we were such good friends. And
classic denial.
Yeah, entirely in denial for the majority of junior year, I would say. So we were really, really good friends, and we always flirted with each other and stuff like that, but it wasn't anything, I wouldn't say we were doing anything wrong. Because he was, in fact, in a relationship with someone else.
We should have a button that's let's get messy.
Oh my god, that's so... Yeah, yup. So, I was totally in denial on, just the fact that I was so... I was obsessed with him. I really, really liked him. And I... oh god, and it's not I was making it up in my head, because I would literally ask people if they ever saw the two of us interact. I'm did you notice anything? And then they'd be are you guys what's going on there? And I'm okay, cool, I'm not making this all up, I'm not crazy. So that honestly went on for the entirety of junior year, honestly, up until we went to quarantine.
Which is really just because you guys got cut off from each other?
Yes.
Seeing each other?
100%. Yeah. Because, okay. I don't know if I can even say that. Wait, February? Oh, no. I can say this because, it's fine. He went out with his, with his
significant other, yes.
With his girlfriend. He went out with his girlfriend for Valentine's Day. Or, no. This was, like, the week before Valentine's Day. And he asked me, he was like, oh, do you want to go to this place? And he was asking me to hang out the day after Valentine's Day. And I was like, oh, like, yeah, that sounds so fun. Like, oh, we'll bring our other 2 friends. Like, sounds like a good time. And he was like, oh, like, okay. Like, he definitely just wanted to hang out, like, the 2 of us.
Another example, the day after Valentine's Day. Let's get messy.
And so I was like, oh, like, that sounds fun, you know? And I'm also, like, thinking, I'm like, oh my God, I'm in love with him. But, like, so then... And so I was planning on doing that, but then it ended up falling through. I don't really remember. Oh, I think it was because of Corona. He also asked me to go to like a concert with him.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I was gonna do that too, and that was super messy. We don't even want to get into that, but that was really messy. And he was like, "Oh, can't tell my girlfriend about this one." I was like, don't tell me that.
Get messy.
Yeah, so that was a super super messy, and also this is super bad. But I definitely liked him while I was dating the other guy. Yeah, no, I definitely liked this guy when I was dating the other one, which is super bad of me. Definitely will take accountability for that. That was terrible. But yeah, that was not good. So I think that kind of just ended. It wasn't like anything ever really happened. There was, like, definitely a lot of, like, chemistry and stuff between us, but, I mean, it definitely needed to be stopped. So, like, in that way, thanks, COVID. Thank you for that one. Seriously, thank you, because that really needed to end. Yeah, no, it was, that was super toxic, I would say.
Yes.
And I don't know if because I never told him how I felt, and...
But you knew he felt a certain way.
Yes, because he told other people.
Okay.
But, like, okay... Well, I say we move on to you.
Oh, great. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, it's stressful.
It sounded stressful for you.
I was a bit stressed. But you know what? I'm honestly, fuck it. I'm so over, like, everything. I'm totally fine with talking about anything now.
Okay, yeah. I guess my life can be an open book.
Yeah.
So, I'm definitely not as flavored as the average high schooler. Multiple circumstances.
I would say me too.
Okay.
I don't think that either of us. But you know what? Sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
So, let's progress. First of all, if you don't know, hi, I'm gay. Delicious. So...
if you don't know.
If you don't know. Practically a walking pride parade here. So... So, I initially knew I was gay in 7th grade, and that was just deny. Grew up in a Christian house or whatever.
That's another episode.
Another episode.
For both of us.
So I didn't really start thinking about the possibility of being in a romantic relationship in high school until around sophomore year, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was a complicated, slippery, dippery slope for me. I thought high school completely donezo, like no chance for me at all. So she's still kind of looking like that.
Well, let's not go there.
Based on my situation, I don't have much inventory at our current school.
Okay.
Because of my situation.
Yes.
Yes. So my options are very limited, and if that, I don't think I fit their person of who they would want to be in a relationship with, which I've come to terms with.
Hey, no, okay.
I've come to terms with. No.
Self-worth, again, that is going in the mental health episode, because that is a whole other thing.
Okay.
And you're wrong, by the way. So,
okay. Anyway, so I would say, I've talked to many men on the internet before, had many conversations with them, some romantic, like, nothing past a month or anything up until recently, which I'm fine with. Commitment, already scared of it, which I'll get to later.
Oh my gosh, we didn't even touch on. That's something we should touch on together, I think.
Okay. So, I would say probably end of November. Right before we went into quarantine again.
Like right before Thanksgiving?
Yes, right before quarantine of Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I met this man on the internet, and we hit it off, whatever. I knew it was going to go somewhere when he said he watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm like, oh, here we go. This could be it.
That was the one you were going to marry.
Yes.
I choose you.
So yeah, that was going good for about, solid, I would say a month and a half.
And, okay, it's not like, I think also, just a thing, I think there's a bit of a stigma against people, like, talking on the internet and stuff.
Yes.
Because, like, it wasn't like you guys were just on Snapchat, like, talking, like, a couple times a day.
Yeah, I'm getting to that, yes. Yeah. Like, we were on the phone for, double-digit hours at a time.
Yeah, like, no, they were, like, I couldn't get a hold of Jackson. He was like, sorry, I'm talking to,
what's his name? I don't care. He's not going to listen to this.
Yeah.
He was saying with James. And I was talking to him for, like, 10, 12 hours at a time sometimes. Ooh, dog. Very, I would say unhealthy to begin with, because that's, like, taking up all my time. Not great.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do agree with that.
But I was enthralled with the idea of possibly being in a relationship, so I kind of shut everyone out and kind of just stayed in my little bubble of trying to be happy with this one other person. And, I mean, we would have, like, air quotes, dates sometimes. Like, we'd watch Netflix together on, like, Netflix party or whatever. We FaceTime sometimes.
Yeah, no, it was cute. Like, you guys talked all the time. You definitely, like, and, like, the few times that, like, I, like, texted with him a couple times.
Yes, we did
like,
play iMessage games together.
Yeah, like, he was a good person. He was nice. Yes. It wasn't, like, he definitely wasn't some, like, creepy 60-year-old man on the other side of a computer. Like, that's definitely not the situation.
Not definitely him.
Yes, definitely not the situation. Just a preface. Okay, continue.
Yes. So after those few months, I went on, Christmas, New Year's break, and I went to Florida, and I, like, spent a lot of time with my family there. Didn't want to, but had to, so I was away from my phone for a lot. I was by the pool a lot. I was at the beach, so I was not on my phone a lot. And that did not sit well with him, which, at first, when I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, not the best trait to have in a significant other.
Yeah, like you should be allowed to have your space.
Yes. So, but I just kind of ignored it. We texted whenever I could, but he did definitely get mad when I would not text him for, like, I would say over 1 to 2 hours.
Oh, I didn't know that. You get mad?
Like, he would just think, like...
You could tell.
I could definitely tell there was an attitude.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Understood.
So, after that, I tried to, like, rekindle things, make things normal again by talking to him on a regular basis. But it just... the same energy wasn't there.
Yeah.
There's a thing called the honeymoon phase, whatever that means.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like...
Yes.
Okay. That was gone, I think. And... we were going back to school because I could talk to him, like, all the time during quarantine because we were in online classes. I could text him during class, whatever.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so once school started back up, it was it was not great. Mm-hmm. And, like, I just really didn't want to text him, which at that point, I should have done something.
Yeah.
Yes. I was treating him terribly at this point, but he also wasn't great. So.
True.
Not 100% my fault. But a large part was my fault. I was not giving him the time that he wanted.
But he also couldn't, like,
he could not adjust to me.
Yeah, he definitely, like, it needed to be a give and take situation, and he just wanted, like, he wanted your attention all the time, and nobody should expect that.
Yes, and here's my thing. He didn't really have any friends, because he didn't really have, like, I'm gonna just say, he was in college. So,
yeah.
He didn't really have, like, high school friends or whatever. Like, he didn't talk to them anymore. The only really friends he had was, like, online friends, and he barely talked to them. So I was really the only person he was talking to.
Yeah, and I mean, because of also, like, COVID, it's like, he really hang out with anybody. So I understand, like, not wanting to be lonely, but, like, putting that on, so, like, giving somebody else the responsibility, like, saying, like, you're the reason, like, I feel this way and stuff, like, that's not okay.
Yes,
and he started to do that.
And he would say this all the time, he was bored. So he would have no one else to talk to, nothing else to do. He worked 1 day a week on Saturdays for some reason. Only 1 day a week, and he didn't have school off.
It was a little sketch.
He had school off for such a long time, but it was whatever. But he was talking to no one else. He had nothing else to do. I was, like, the only interesting thing happened to his life. Like, I'm not saying that. He said that to me many times.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine I was the only thing he was thinking of. Like, this is not me being narcissistic and being like, oh my god, I'm all that.
No, like, he definitely, like, I can attest to that.
Like, he was a bit obsessed with me.
Yeah.
Which was not healthy for him or me.
No.
So, I kind of stopped actively talking to him. I would dread talking to him. Another point in our timeline that I should have stopped things.
Let's get messy.
Yes. I would just keep apologizing, even though I didn't really mean it. Not great. Yeah. And then I would keep pulling him off all the time, saying I had things to do, when I really didn't. So then eventually one day, he's like, can we call and watch a movie on this day? And I'm like, I think I'm free, but I don't know. And he goes, that just sounds like another excuse. From that point, I'm like, might as well stop it. Might as well. So
and this isn't like something that happened months ago. Like this happened like
a week ago.
Yeah, this was last week.
Yes.
So you guys were talking for a really long time.
A long time, 2 months.
I feel like that's a long time.
Okay, yes. I would say so.
I'm also terrified of commitment, though, so, like, anything...
As am I. I think this is part of the reason why. Because, like, he wasn't a terrible person. Like, he was a little bit obsessed. There was, like, no giant red flag screaming at me to leave this man.
Yeah, no, he was definitely, like, a nice guy.
Yes, he never did anything to hurt me. Like, he was never rude.
Just needy.
He was just very needy. But I view myself as needy, so I don't know why I was so repulsed by that. The viewing of a healthy male connection was just not it for me, apparently.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you did do some things wrong, but also he did. So, like, it wasn't like either of you guys were perfect in it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, so that was over. I initiated the breaking up. He finalized it. I would like to say it was mutual, but I think he is not in as good a place as I am. Because as I was said earlier, he was obsessed with me.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see him, like, being really upset.
Yes, and he would say multiple times throughout our 10-hour talks, that if I ever, like, ghosted him or whatever, or my parents took my phone or whatever, like, he would have a breakdown, and just wasn't great. So I would say that's the extent of my relationships. If I get more comfortable on this podcast, I will reveal more about myself. But
yeah, me too.
I have many deep things.
No, I definitely have some issues as well.
Yes.
We all have our skeletons in our closet.
Yes, I am more flavored than most would think.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Spicy.
So, I would say that's my tea.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we both talked our tea. Do we want to mention why we're so scared of commitment?
You go ahead. I don't know why.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know why I am either. I think I'm just scared of, like, being, like, truly hurt. Like, being out of control, maybe?
Okay.
Like, Okay, so those were our pasts. I'll talk about my present now. I've been talking to this guy since October. And I don't know. I like, there's definitely opportunities where I could have, like, hung out with him and stuff, but, like, I just haven't because I'm really scared of, like, I don't know, committing to somebody, which is terrifying. But the thing is, it's not like I'm talking to other people.
Yes. So in a sense, you are committed but not committed.
Yeah.
It hasn't.
There's no label.
Yeah, it has not been made official.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes, that was our episode about relationships. Yeah. Don't be afraid of commitment with us. I think that's what we're going to title this episode. Yes.
We're both very scared of it. So
yes. We were going to do a thing where you guys could send us your tea. I know no one's going to do it, but I like the idea.
No, I think we will get some. I think we will.
Really?
I think we'll get, like, a couple submissions.
Okay. So here's the deal. You email my email, J, not my school email, because J.
You know, no. We'll make another email.
That's so much work.
We'll put it in the description.
Why don't I just, I'll say it and then I'll put it in the description. Can it just be this email?
Why don't we just make one that's called, like, teatime@gmail.com or whatever?
That's a whole lot of work and we already have this.
Okay,
whatever. So you'll email jdewicke, DUEWEKE, 8@gmail.com. That's who you'll email your tea to, and we will say it completely anonymously. We'll change the names, but if you just want to get tea out there without exposing yourself, we'll do the dirty work for you.
We will spill the tea for you. Do not even worry about it. We are so down. No
matter how messy, it will be great to watch it play out in front of your eyes and not a single person knowing it was you.
Yeah, exactly. We will, and, like, people could come up to us at school and be like, who told you about da-da-da-da? And we'll be like, I don't know.
No, we are journalists of integrity.
Yes.
We keep our sources anonymous.
We really do. Trust. Yes.
So, jdewicke8@gmail.com. It'll be in the description. Email us your tea. It'll be a fun time to get messy.
I think so.
Okay, well, I say that was a pretty successful first episode.
I think so. Alrighty.
There will be many more to come, so keep an eye out.
Yes. Also, send us some suggestions if you want to about things you want us to talk about.
Yes, either in comments or email.
Yes, well, we will gladly talk about it.
Yes, we will talk about anything at this point. We are unrailed.
Yes.
We are
bored.
we are so off the rails. It's scary.
Yeah. We have no filter. So.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening.
And
wait, subscribe. Hit the bell.
Yeah, hit the bell. Throw us a like.
Yeah. Okay. We will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.